looking wide and playing it down the line for Tom Waller. He's unable to track that one down, and it'll go out for a goal kick. In goals is you for the Shandong side. He'll have the opening goal kick. As we mentioned, there's going to be 3 30-minute thirds this match is going to be played. So 90 minutes, but 3 30-minute pieces of this game.
Yeah, looking just early at the formations, Ben. Obviously, the Jets play a 4-3-3, and it looks like Shandong's playing a 4-3-3. So they've pretty much matched for formation. However, obviously, it's going to be interesting how it all works out.
Well, there's Adam Corley going to Anthony Burke, and then looking for Cody Carroll. He's played wide. Corley now down this side, in towards the middle of the ground for the Jets. On the ball there was Jake McGuinness. Richardson across to Tyson Jackson on the far side. Little touch, and Shandong with the interception. Well, they did, and now it runs back. Should be you coming out in goals to grab that one for Shandong, and he does so.
But I noticed in the warm-up, Shandong, when I walked into the ground, I watched them warm up, and the 25 players, they had some quite tall lads. Normally with the Chinese players, they're quite short and quite agile, very well balanced, but this mob seems to be quite tall in stature overall.
Ball back from Dye, looking for his counterpart, and just getting a boot in there was Yan. Bring across back to Dye. It's going to go over the sideline. And now the Jets with Richardson. Playing it forward, and I should say Richardson into the legs there. And it'll run back. Richardson on the ball now. Down the line looking for Cody Carroll with a touch over the top. Little ball in now for Brian Moore. He scored 7 goals in the NPL. He looks towards the middle as an open goal, and the Jets, Tom Waller with the opening goal. He found himself unmarked in the 6-yard box, and it's 1-0.
Just before that play, I was about to say the Jets have started quite well. They're well balanced. They've had some nice short passes, nice switches of play, and that was a great finish by Tom Waller in the back. Looked like Brian Moore I thought might have been trying to shoot, but obviously the cross went across to Waller, who scored the goal.
It's 2 goals in his last 2 matches, Tom Waller. Here's the replay. Ball, he was just totally unmarked at that back post, wasn't he? Open goal. The keeper, came out. Was unable to
Tom Waller knew the play. As soon as the ball went to Baimora, he was on his bike trying to get to that back stick, just in case Baimora skewed the pass.
There's plenty of pressure being applied here by the Jets early. Here's Baimora again. He decides he'll have a shot. He's got the captain's armband. It deflects into the boot of Cody Carroll, who's been going on a scoring spree of late. He's scored 5 goals.
Yeah, Clayton's going to be very happy with his first 5 minutes. They're putting a lot of pressure on Shandong, keeping the ball. But the other thing is they're trying to put pressure going forward nice and early, which is causing all sorts of problems for Shandong at the moment.
Here is you with the goal kick. He's been doing a lot of work early on in this one. Really a chance for him to blow the cobwebs out in this match, Shandong. First match in Australia.
I think this is the Jets' 3rd match in probably about
third match in 5 days.
5 days, yeah.
6 days, yeah. Third and 6 days. So I mentioned 3-0 over Western on, I think they actually played that on Saturday. So it is 7, 3 and 7. They played that up at Western on Saturday, 3-0. They got up there, and then the 4-3 win against Valentine on Tuesday night. Here's the ball up the ground. Richardson rising well for the Jets. And now Degadoy. It's been the Jets with the majority of possession early on in this one. Here's Cody Carroll. Finds the goal scorer, Tom Waller, who deflects his little cross, and I should say it was an attempted cross, and he just sliced it straight to the goalkeeper.
What I'd like to see here from Shandong is they're right in their fullback, get really wide and spread the game. At the moment, they're just tucked in. It's easy for the Jets to actually put pressure on them and make them kick long.
Here's the ball up the ground, looking for Shea. And now across to Waller. On the inside for Cody Carroll. Primora making the run, but Tom Waller there too. Knocked over this towards you now. You rides the challenge. Still you. And a good tackle from Anthony Burke there from the Jets over the sideline. Just over 5 minutes gone here on Bar TV. Brought to you by Top Better. Get in the game with Top Better. Great to have them on board for all of our winter codes here on Bar TV Sports.
Ben, I was talking to Clayton Zane just prior to the game, and I asked him what does he expect out of tonight and what is he looking for his players. And like I said, he wasn't sure what to expect. Obviously, they've got 25 players, so obviously they'll be rotating players throughout the game. But also,
here's Adam Corley, and they get through Shandong defence. And Shandong up the line, looking for Shea, making the run. Good strength from Richardson, but good touch from Shea. He goes down, no foul from the referee. And now Corley into the middle for Burke.
That was great composure by Richardson at the back there.
And here's Brian Moore down the left-hand side of the Jets. It's a hard angle back towards the middle. Trying to run that down. Chasing it down there was Finn Paris. He's been outstanding for the Jets this season. Goes down. And Shandong now. No free kick. It's up for Shea. Number 40 for Shandong. Very open the last couple of minutes now. In the middle of the ground, it's Yan. Back to Shea. Just a touch, a little bit heavy, but Shandong just getting themselves into the game now as Pierce Clark on the ball for the Jets.
Yeah, that was better play by Shandong. Just on what Clayton Zane said, he said the main thing is they don't want to concede a goal tonight. It's keep a clean sheet, and they want to be very effective with the ball, which so far in the opening 5 minutes have been very effective.
Here's Richardson, across to Tyson Jackson. Only 16 years of age, Tyson Jackson, so I should say 17 years of age, and outstanding to be in this Jets lineup at that age. Back to you in goals.
And again, looking at Shandong, I think they need to spread the game out a bit with the ball. Their fullbacks, I think, need to drop a little bit wider to give the goalkeeper some options so they can play out from the back.
Here's Tom Waller, back in towards the middle. Little touch and a good challenge from Shandong. Come out of their own half now. Played back to you.
Yeah, that's better from Shandong, sorry. The left fullback, nice and wide.
Tyson Jackson with the interception for the Jets. Back to Brian Moore. He's got some space again. Christian Brian Moore, and diving out was you. Great goalkeeping there from Shandong's number 12, I should say.
Yep, the keeper read that very well. Came out and grabbed the ball off Brian Moore's foot.
It's the ball wide for you now. Up the line. Now Shea, and it's Anthony Burke on the ball for the Jets. Richardson. Ko Degadoy scored a goal in the Jets' last match, their win over Valentine. Now up the ground for Carroll. He goes to Burke. Anthony Burke slides through the defence. Burke on his left foot goes across you. And Anthony Burke makes it 2-0 inside 10 minutes for the Jets.
That was well played by the Jets. Just looking at the replay now.
It was a great run from Anthony Burke. We'll get the replay in just a sec. 8.5 minutes gone, and already the Jets piling on the goals. But just the gap open up in the defence in it for Anthony Burke. Beautiful left foot strike.
Great finish, yeah. Just prior to that play, I noticed the Shandong midfield, they were just hanging off the middle three for the Jets. I think they need to put more pressure on the middle three for the Jets, just so it's going to limit their space.
Joe now goes back, and they bring it across for Yen. And Yen goes across now to Dye. Pressure from Adam Corley. Jets just this pressing, just hurting Shandong at the moment. And now away comes Yen. Across the ground, he had some space, but Anthony Burke picks his pocket and goes back to Matt Richardson.
That's good play by Burke. He just settled the play down, went back to Richardson. Now they can set up again.
Degadoy to Burke. Just composing themselves here, the Jets now. Tyson Jackson. Back to Richardson.
Shandong's very deep in defence here, allowing the Jets to actually create a bit more space. A bit of good rotation of midfielders.
As here, it's turned over. Up the ground for Zhou. Zhou looking up for Shea. Here's Waller. The ball over the top. Backtracking with Zhu, but Yu comes out and makes the grab at the back. Yu now goes to his namesake. Hughes turned it over now. Waller. Tom Waller on the ball. Goes to the middle for Anthony Burke. Does he have a crack? He does. May have seen Matt Hoole the other night with a stunning shot from about that position. Here's the ball through by Moore. It's just offside. It was a nice finish.
The pressure the Jets are putting on Shandong is very immense, causing Shandong to turn over, and then, therefore the Jets winning the ball back and able to play. The Jets have been really, really strong in the first 10 minutes.
As we mentioned earlier, there was that shot from Brian Moore. It was a great finish. The assistant flagging that one for offside, but 10.5 gone, so 30-minute thirds this match being played in tonight. It's been all the Jets the opening 10, but Shandong, you just sense getting into the game a little bit now. So the ball trickles over the sideline off the head of Yen. Now a little touch from Waller. Gets easily around Yu, who gave him a tug, and Waller takes it on quickly. Burke.
That's well played by Burke. Good vision.
Now Jackson, he's got Finn Paris, but he goes towards the near post. Good ball in there from Jackson. Just goes inside the near post, but causing some problems for Shandong.
Yeah, and the other thing what the Jets youth are doing, they switch and play regularly, going through the midfield, switch and play nice and early, and open up space within the park, especially with Shandong's defence.
Shandong, their first side, played Sydney FC a couple of weeks ago and knocked them out of the Asian Champions League. They also beat Adelaide United in the qualifying round of the Asian Champions League, so they've got some pedigree. Here's Waller across the back post. We've seen Brian Moore with his header this season. It's very, very powerful, and it's just offside.
Yeah, it was a great ball in by Waller. Yeah, I think Shandong at the moment, I had a look on the way in, they're coming, I think, 16th in the Chinese Super League at the moment. They haven't had the best of starts.
No, they came third last season in the Chinese Super League. Their first side, this is their 19 side, must remind everyone, but their first side finished the season in third, so they got that ACL qualification spot. As here is Anthony Burke around the outside. He looks towards the middle. Brian Mora, just his first touch let him down, but he goes back to the shot. Straight into the hands of Yu there. From the Jets number 17, Jake McGuinness. Now they try and break quickly down the left. They've got Shia in the centre. Looking towards the middle. Just calming it down. Long range shot. Pierce Clark grabs that one for the Jets.
Yeah, nice shot from the
from
Shandong.
Wu there. Wu, a nice shot.
Nice shot from Wu.
Pierce Clark out to Degadoy. But 16th, as we said, Shandong's first side in the Chinese Super League. They sacked their coach Menno Menezes this week, and Felix Magath, the former Wolfsburg Championship Bundesliga winning manager, is now the coach there. So a few European managers heading over to a few of those Chinese and Japanese and Korean clubs. As here is Shandong, little touch. Now up onto the wide.
Yeah, that's a great ball.
Beautiful vision there. Jackson, good tackle from him. Trying to get around him out there was number 19, Gao.
Shandong are just slowly getting back into the game at the moment.
Here they come, little touch now. Gao goes short to Shi. Looking across here for Dye, but he just couldn't get on the end of it. Adam Corley was there with the ball. And now another ball for Brian Mora. Great dive in there. It was Zhu with the sliding challenge just to knock the ball out and over the sideline.
Yeah, that was great link-up play with Shandong there, but unfortunately the ball just went stray on the final pass.
Waller goes back to Burke. Plays Waller back in again on his left boot towards the back post. The header from Cody Carroll it was onto the bar and over.
They just gave Waller a bit of space there. They should have reacted a bit earlier, Shandong, from the short corner.
Here's Tyson Jackson. Good first touch from him. Turns away from the defence. Pressure now being applied by Shandong. Shia.
I think Shandong's slowly getting a bit of rhythm into the game. Good pressure by Shandong then. I think they're getting a bit of confidence, knocking the ball around a little bit better.
Here's Degadoy now. Bringing it across to Corley. Adam Corley swings it in towards the middle. Brian Mora appeals for handball. Not seen there by the referee. Over for a Newcastle Jets throw. So almost 15 minutes gone now in this match. It's the Jets with a 2-0 lead. Cody Carroll trying to thread the needle. Cleared up the middle of the ground, but that's gone straight to Kaya Degadoy. His first touch let him down, and here comes Shandong. Near side now for Dye. Steps back, Degadoy in his back and gives away the free kick.
Yeah, that was a professional free kick then. Made him go backwards. So they just running a bit of pressure there. So it was a good professional foul by Degadoy.
Here's Zhu, goes across to Wong. And Wong stepping back and playing it through now for Shia. It's been good up front for them. Back for Wong. And now it's with Cody Carroll on the break trying to find Baimora. But he couldn't find Christopher Baimora up the front.
I think Cody Carroll will be disappointed in himself there. He should have just held the ball. There's no one really to play in, so just keep possession.
Now the Jets away through Burke. Plays it down the line for Finn Paris. Paris in towards the middle. Baimora's there, but good defending. Getting back and cleaning up there was Ty.
Again, that was well played by the Jets. They won the ball in midfield, got Finn Paris on the ball out wide on the right, and the cross sort of nearly made Baimora.
Jets, they go quickly off the short corner. Whipped in from Corley towards the back post and just couldn't get on the end of it there, the Jets.
And again, Shandong didn't react to the short corner. There's 2 Jets players out there. You need 2 Shandong players out there. They only have 1, allowing the Jets player to come inside.
There's Matt Richardson there at the back post for the Jets. And now going for a little run. Here's Yu. Goes across to Wang. Back towards the middle. It's turned over. Baimora on his left foot hits the shot. Was straight at the keeper, Yu. And well defended in the end from Shandong, but it's looking a little bit shaky there.
Yeah, that was pressure 101. That was great pressure by the Jets.
Here's Yu up the middle of the park. Corley with the header. Back to Burke. Little touch on now with Joe. Back to Zhu. And now with Ty. Ty up the ground. A nice little touch from Gao. Cross to Wang. Here's Gao on the ball, stepping. Still Gao taken down, but no foul given from the referee there as Jake McGuinness after it for the Jets. Intercepted by Shandong, and now there's some space here for Dai down this near side of the ground. Still Dai into the centre. The ball there from Zhou. Just knocked down. A little touch, and now away for McGuinness. McGuinness playing it wide for Waller now. The Jets on the break. Down the left-hand side, he's got Baimora in the middle. And again, Shandong dealing well with that cross, Damien.
Yeah, definitely. That was well played by the Jets. What they do is the Jets compact the space so Shandong can't play through, allowing them to put a lot of pressure on him and win the ball. I.e. just what just happened. And that allowed Jake McGuinness to pick up the ball and put Waller in.
Back to Anthony Burke. Now Matt Richardson looks long. He aims to find Tom Waller, who was just straight offside. And Damien, if you take out those opening 8 minutes of the match, I think Shandong would be pretty impressed with how they've performed. Just that opening 8 minutes.
Agree. Shandong's definitely come into this game. I think with any visiting side, it takes a while to get the rhythm and to understand what the opposition's playing, especially when you know nothing about them. So obviously they're slowly getting into the rhythm. Look, the fullback's a lot wider now, which is great. So it's opened up space so they can play the ball. And, yeah, they've threatened a few times in the last 5 minutes.
It's the ball looking down the line for Gao, but Tyson Jackson getting back for the Jets. Finds the pass for McGuinness. McGuinness gets under, looks over for Waller. And Waller charging through and putting the pressure on Yu, but Yu was able to defend the situation. Little touch from Dai. And over the sideline for a Shandong throw.
And obviously Shandong's playing a very well-oiled unit here, coached by Clayton Zane, who's currently doing his pro licence with the likes of Scott Miller and Craig Foster. But look at their defensive shape. Everyone knows their job. So it's making it very difficult for Shandong to play through.
Clayton Zane also coaching the Jets at the end of Gary Van Egmond's reign here when he was moved on from the Jets, and Clayton Zane took over for a few matches. So had some experience at the head coaching role. Here's Tom Waller with the interception, but his touch was just a little bit heavy. And of course, Clayton Zane scored the winner for Australia against France back in the Confederations Cup, I think in about 2003.
Yeah, talking to Clayton Zane, having a beer with Clayton Zane a few years ago, talking about that moment. And it was a late call-up for that game. He was playing for Lillestrøm at the time. I think he got leading goals through the year before, but a few guys got injured. It was a late call-up, and he went over and scored the winner against France, in France.
Yeah, Josip Skoko hit the post of a free kick, which deflected back, and Clayton Zane hit a very, very well-timed half volley into the back of the net. Here's Pierce Clark. Jackson into the middle of the ground for McGuinness with a touch over the top. But Wang getting back for Shandong. Towards the middle of the ground. That pass has gone astray and it's gone straight to Cody Carroll, who finds Brian Mora, has the shot. You with a good save, and Waller's put it in, but he's offside. The hands went up very quickly from the Shandong defence, and the sideline, the assistant referee, agreed with them all.
Yeah, again, the Jets are putting a lot of pressure on Shandong when they got the ball, and there was the turnover high up in the pitch and allowed them to strike on goal.
Now the Jets, I'll come back to that in a sec, as the Jets come forward here with Carroll. Brian Mora. Carroll again, now wide. Doing a little run here is McGuinness. And McGuinness just turning it over, but the Jets, as Shandong come into their own half, the Jets, make sure you get involved on Twitter. Jets are tweeting updates online on their Twitter feed, and it's hashtag #NewVSHA. So hashtag NEW, lowercase v SHA, SHA. That was the hashtag that Shandong used during their ACL matches against Sydney FC and Adelaide United. That's the hashtags that are being used tonight for this one. So get involved as it comes back to Degadoy for the Jets.
Again, well pressure from the Newcastle Jets youth team, putting pressure on their fullbacks, forcing them to kick it long.
Jets, as I mentioned earlier, they're in a lot of form. They're undefeated in 4 of their last 5 and won their last 2 in a row. They're meeting a side that are at the peak of their powers so far this season. Shandong is here. Is Cody Carroll with the interception. Plays it towards Brian Mora in the middle, and Chris Atan, Brian Mora makes it 3-0 to the Jets.
And again, we've said it about 3 or 4 times already, the pressure the Jets put on the Shandong defence is high intensity, forcing them to make the mistake, and as they did then. The other thing is, I think the Shandong defenders need to get a little bit wider, open up the space, giving the 2 centre-backs room to actually pass the ball. At that stage, they're in too far, allowing them the 2 stoppers. There was no space for 2 stoppers or no players to play the ball.
It was a great finish there from Brian Mora on his left boot. 7 goals, as I mentioned, in the Northern New South Wales NPL. And he's scored a hat-trick as well in the match against Adamstown, so he's probably been one of the finds of this campaign for the Jets, one of the stars of it. Back for you. He's turned it over to Waller, and the Jets win the free kick. Inside the final 7 minutes now. Referee not happy with where it was being taken. He is now. Corley down the left towards the back post. Worries again for Shandong. And that header almost finding its way in to their own net, but luckily you was able to watch it onto the roof of the net, and the Jets just with a corner kick now.
Yeah, Clayton's going to be very happy with the way the Jets have been going in the first 25 minutes. They're holding the ball well, they're using the width, they've got good switches to play, and great pressure on the ball, allowing Shandong to turn the ball over too often.
Corner whipped in on the left boot towards the back post. There's about 3 Jets there rising, and it will just go over harmlessly for the goal kick. Really, all the action's been down the other end of the ground, hasn't it, Damien?
Yeah, it's due to the pressure the Jets are putting on the Shandong defenders. And here we go again. They're allowing the ball to go wide, they're putting the pressure on.
Just this pressing from Clayton Zane's side, it's very, very impressive.
And what it is, it's not one out. It's the whole team pressing all at once.
Pardon that pun, actually, Damien. I didn't intend that. They're pressing. As here's Brian Mora playing the ball through, looking for Cody Carroll, that you should come out and grab that.
Yeah, as I said, it's not just one out player putting pressure on the ball. The whole team reacts to what the first person going to put the pressure, which is causing a lot of difficulty for the Shandong players.
As Zhu goes wide to Wang, and now Gao. Back to Zhu. Into the middle of the park for Yen. And they've got some space out here if they can bring it to this right-hand side. Look across, and ball just played. If he had gone more direct there, he would have found Dye, but sort of curled the pass and into the foot of Tom Waller. Here's McGuinness. Played his juniors at Hamilton Olympic and KO Degadoy.
And again, the pressure on the ball caused the turnover for Shandong.
Touch back from Jake McGuinness. Back to Pierce Clark, who gets, I think, his second touch of the game. He hasn't had too many. The Jets number 1 up the ground. This will give the Jets plenty of confidence the way they've been playing out there tonight. I think the difference between the Jets, what they've got in this match, is they bring it down that far side of the ground, looking for Finn Paris. And Paris takes down Shandong defender. It was Zhu down there, and it'll be a free kick to Shandong. But the Jets youth, I think that's one thing we forget. The whole season they've been playing against men. They come up against a side their age tonight. Exactly.
However, they've been competing very well with the men. It's more just a physicality against the men. As we've seen in the game against Olympic, when Olympic won 5-0, it was the big bulky player of Kane Goodchild causing havoc because of his size and physicality.
Jets youth playing in the local competition, as we've mentioned, the PlayStation 4 Northern New South Wales NPL against the other 9 clubs in the first grade competition in Newcastle. As be a free kick going Shandong's way. See if they can cause some issues at the back for the Jets. Across to the far side of the ground. On the ball was Wang. Still with Wang down that left-hand side into the middle. A good header away from Richardson. Finds McGuinness. And McGuinness out to Tom Waller. Played his juniors at Warners Bay, did Tom Waller. And he's got some space. He's already got a goal this evening. He looks across for Finn Paris, who's unable to reel it in. Tyson Jackson herring across that far side, trying to run it in, but run it down, I should say, and couldn't do so.
Even on the breakdown, the Jets are just more alert and more keen to get to the ball. It just happened just before with Jake McGuinness. He was more alert, more aware of what was happening, and he was the first one to the ball. And again, pressure by Baimora. Great pressure.
I'm just interested to know, Damien, whether they're going to switch sides at the end of this third. I'm assuming so. So the Jets will be playing two of these thirds running from right to left. Yeah. Thinking that's how it'll work.
Yeah, normally.
We'll just stick with Tom Waller in towards the middle of the ground. And brought away here by Shandong through Yen. Middle of the park, onto the far side, looking for Wong. Wong back towards the middle. Turning on the ball now is Zhou. Wong again. Back to Zhou. Little back heel attempted. The Jets are there with the interception, Tyson Jackson.
And again, just before we go on to that point, the pressure from the Jets is relentless. It's making it very difficult for Shandong. I think they have to sort of break up their play a little bit and get a little bit wider so it opens the game up.
Tom Waller now finding some space again, as he has done all evening down the left, and just hits it a bit heavy.
But yeah, back on your point, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring a whole new squad on, and if the squad's probably better than this squad. A lot of times in international friendlies, they tend to replace 11 for 11. Sometimes they go out with the stronger side, or they go out with the weaker side. Sometimes they never really blend the sides, so I wouldn't put it past them if they've got a stronger second 11 coming on next. I could be totally wrong, but
so it could be exciting. We could have a high-scoring contest, this one, with the squads that are coming on. The Jets haven't got too many on the bench. They have got some players of note. Lockie Pasquale's doing a bit of a trial for the Jets tonight. Over from Edgeworth is Josh Lowe. He's now finding some space. Is Gao. He's got Shea up front. Still Gao on the ball. Played back and wide from Zhou.
That was well played by the Jets. They got 10 men behind the ball in a matter of a few seconds.
Here's Zhou playing a wide ball. Pierce Clark will come out. Grasp it from Dye there. Rolls it out now for Adam Corley down this near side for the Jets. Again, they are retreating, aren't they? You just really notice this difference. The Jets are going at Shandong, and Shandong is sort of retreating from the Jets.
Yeah, exactly. And Shandong just dwelled on the ball a little bit.
Adam Corley now towards the back post, and Shandong should deal with that.
Yeah, they just dwelled a few minutes ago. They just dwelled on the ball a little bit in the centre of the park, allowing the Jets to get 10 men behind the ball. Then there's nowhere to go. So they just need, I think Shandong need to, the speed of the play needs to be a little bit quicker. They need to get a bit more width in the game and probably just a bit more forward running from some of their midfielders.
So we're at the end of the first third of this match. So it'll be 3 30-minute thirds, and it's the Jets with a 3-0 lead at the first break. So we're going to have a quick break, and we'll be back in about a couple of minutes with action resuming. I'm thinking it's only going to be a short break. So it's the Jets 3, Shandong Luneng, Taishan 0 at the end of the first third. Hello and welcome back to Magic Park for the second third of this match. It's an international youth friendly tonight. The Newcastle Jets youth up against Shandong Luneng. And they're just about to get us underway. It's Mao in the centre circle with the ball at the bottom of his boot. Damien Smith is with me in commentary. Former Broadmeadow Magic coach. He knows this ground very well. And Damien, it's been an interesting first half, and here come the Jets again on the attack through Brian Mora.
Yeah, very interesting first half. The Jets were very dominant in the first half. The pressure they put on the ball was second to none. And the way they kept the ball was brilliant. But
a little touch there going down was Chun. And Damien, you said you're interested here to see what this second side is from Shandong, because it is a totally different side to the one that played in the first half an hour. As it's played wide, and already you can see them going through Ma. Ma plays back into Song. Ma again down this near side of the ground. Lovely skill from Ma, and touches and wins the corner. So here they come, first corner of the game.
Yeah, like I said, with international friendlies, a lot of time they'll swap 11. One side for the next side, the first 11, and then the second 11 for the next quarter or thirds. However, a lot of times they start off with the weaker 11. So it'll be interesting to see how this 11 undertake the second half. Second third.
Here's Song towards the back post. Jets rise highest and clear it away. The shot bounces back, and bright yellow skins there of the number 5 in Shia. A little touch wide, and getting a little touch was Finn Paris and over the sideline for a Shandong throw. But already you can just see, sadly, all the action's not in front of us. We would have hoped for it to be the other way around.
Yeah, just looking in the first few minutes and just looking at these new players for Shandong, they look a bigger size. They look, I'm unsure, but they look a little bit older as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this second third goes.
They look a little bit calmer and more composed on the ball, don't they? They're just sort of holding it up and keeping it all calm. Here's Chun. Across that far side for Shia. And that ball from Leo goes straight to the Jets. Finn Paris. Good interception. Flying through was Joe.
Actually, the first thing I just noticed, when Shandong had the ball, they're too wide. Their wide fullbacks left and right went really wide, which they weren't doing in the first half. So I got a feeling this is their first 11.
Here's Song towards the middle of the box. So the Jets are going to be up for a test in this second half. A little bit of an air swing there. And across to Shia.
Yeah, they're looking a lot sharper, Shandong. More comfortable on the ball.
Lovely touch from Shia. Brings it wide to Ma. Looking through for Mao, and ball just couldn't find. And now a touch on from Paris. Carroll. Cross to Tyson Jackson, who should get that inside the line. Shandong on the ball now.
I think the Jets are in for a game. They're in for a game this second third.
Here's Jackson. They've got a 3-goal advantage, the Jets, so we'll see if Shandong can peg them back in this second third. Sort of like a handicap, wasn't it, Damien? See if they can bring it back.
Yeah, well,
3 goals.
Yeah, you never know, but just looking at the first few minutes and looking at the personnel and their size.
If the Jets can come through this and get a result out of this third, I think that's going to be very, very impressive for them. A little touch on. And going down, I'm sure, here's the free kick for the Jets. I'm sure that Clayton Zane would have known. I'm sure he would have had some idea that this was going to happen, as you did as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, they look like a young grip, that first 11. However, this 11, physically, they look bigger, they're stronger, they're more calmer on the ball, and even the pressure they're putting on the ball already, it was different to the first third. So my prediction is that this side's the stronger side.
Cody Carroll standing over it for the Jets, and they find an early one in the second third. Well defended by Shandong, up the ground for Mao. And Mao with some space, he plays it wide. Charging down that faster ground, Shandong on the break. Got Mao on the through ball, and Mao, he's going to go wide out on the right, plays it back towards the middle. The shot from Ma, and the Jets clear it away. Very jittery at the back there, the Jets. Unconvincing, but they do the job. Pierce Clark on the ball.
And that was due to Shandong putting pressure on the ball, which they weren't doing in the first third.
Finn Paris. Taking on the Shandong defence, still Finn Paris. And getting his body in there with Zhou.
Yeah, as well defended by Joe.
He's wearing the captain's armband in the second half. Up the line, and the free kick going the way of Shandong, the visitors here at Magic Park tonight. The Jets with a 3-0 lead. 3 goals in the first third of this match.
Yeah, well, 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, I think it was. But looking at the 2 centre-backs for Shandong, they're very calm on the ball, where in the first third, they were a little bit nervy, and they weren't playing the ball quick enough.
Here's Joe going up towards Ko Degadoy for the Jets. Started his playing career in Sydney. Did Ko Degadoy, centre-back for the Jets. Across from Richardson. Jackson, his first match for the Jets, Matt Richardson, coming over to this Jets youth side. So here is Jackson towards the middle of the ground. Touch on there from Wang, back to the goalkeeper.
And what I'm finding here, Shandong, the 2 deep midfielders, the 23 and the 6, are putting pressure on the rotation, the 3 rotating Jets players. Where in the first half, there was no pressure on the 3 central players for the Jets.
So Hughes still in goal, so still their keeper that was in there in the first half. Here's Burke. Carroll taken down. It was the captain, Joe, with the touch. Little clip on the back of his heel. And this is the range here for the Jets. No one wants to grab the ball. Cody Carroll on his left boot. Anthony Burke also there, but you'd expect Cody Carroll to take this. He's got the angle on that left boot.
Yeah, he's been a great player in the NPL this year, Cody Carroll. I think he got NYL Player of the Year last year, so
yeah,
he's definitely a Jets talent.
The Jets Player of the Year in the National Youth League. And this is the point where Matt Houle scored from the other night on his right boot. He put it in the top right corner, so can Cody Carroll do similar things with his left? Cody Carroll stands over it, hits it, straight to the keeper, Yu. But you saw Brian Mora there putting the pressure on just in case there was a little spill from Yu.
Yeah, I think Cody Carroll will be a little bit disappointed in himself. He just didn't clip it perfectly off his left foot.
Here's Yu. Didn't hit it quite as well as Gareth Bale has in the Euros recently, Damien.
No, I know. I didn't see the one last night, but I've heard about it.
And he's been hitting some crackers lately as it's played wide. Charging that one down is Tian. And Tian trying to take on Corley, who was there and intercepted. Now plays it down the line for Brian Mora. I should say Brian Mora now in the middle of the ground for the Jets. He just holds it up on the volley, just scuffs his shot.
That was great counter-attacking football by the Newcastle, by the Jets youth side. Brian Mora was very unlucky there. That was well played by the left fullback in Corley and playing in a whaler.
It was Tom Waller putting the ball into the middle. Outstanding ball. As going back is Corley.
Shandong showing a lot more desperation in this second third.
Here's Richardson going wide for that young man, Tom Waller. Waller turning. Still turning away from Shea.
I know it's early days, but Waller, he's been good tonight. Tom Waller.
Grabbed a goal, grabbed the first goal of the evening. Just over 38 minutes gone. So we won't be stopping at 45 tonight. We'll be at 60 the second interval. Jets again with the throw.
Still the Jets playing to the game plan. They're keeping the pitch very compact when they haven't got the ball, and they're opening up when they have got the ball.
Cody Carroll stepping and turning, I should say, McGuinness. Now Jackson. Here's Jackson in towards Brian Mora. We know he's strong with the header, and that was Cody Carroll at the back post. He's had a couple of good chances.
Yeah, the number 6 from Shandong. Just let Cody Carroll ghost in at the back stick. Didn't follow the marker. And Cody Carroll was very unlucky there. Good save by the keeper. He held his ground.
Joe laying it wide and finding Chun. Chun again on the ball.
Again, very good pressure by the Jets.
McGuinness. And Shandong at the start of the half, they probably had the better of the field position, but now the Jets just grafting their way back in. Tyson Jackson. Back to Burke. Touch on.
Yeah, good pressure by Shandong on the ball there. But Jets with it again. Just setting up again. Not trying to force the pass.
Degadoy going through for Waller.
That's a nice ball by Degadoy.
Well, a little shove there. And Corley on Brymora. Here's Corley. In towards Brymora. Brymora. First touch, just a little bit heavy, but coming across Shandong. Couldn't win it back. Cody Carroll, his ball through, intercepted, and Shandong come away with it through Ma. Turned it over again. Brymora looking for the back post. And just over. A little bit wide.
Brian Moore has been a handful for the Shandong defence tonight. He's been everywhere, putting himself about,
and
making forward runs.
Strong. He's big and strong for a young player, Brymora. 18 years of age.
And he's got 7 goals in the NPL this year, so...
Just that size, it's so important up the front end of the pitch. Able to hold players off him. Here's Mao. And now some space in the middle. Degadoy just holding his ground there, and Ma couldn't get past him. Waller. Waller with his left boot. Goes towards the near post, and Yu gets down and does that one pretty easily at the back.
Yeah, Degadoy there was very calm, under pressure. Read the ball well.
The stats this season tell us that there are plenty of goals when the Jets play. 9 of their 10 matches have seen 2.5 goals or more. We've already got that. Tonight is a long-range shot, but Yu gets down. But the league average for the Northern New South Wales NPL, 74% of matches see more than 2.5 goals scored.
I know,
so
obviously there's a lot of brilliant attack or poor defending.
Yeah, whichever way. Do you want to look at it glass half full or glass half empty?
I'm half full. I'm always half full.
Here's Ma. Down that far side of the ground for Shandong. The dark corner, and it's over for a corner kick, so some more pressure being applied by Shandong. And the Jets average, when the Jets play, there's an average of 4.9 goals a game. The league average is 3.9, so definitely shows when the Jets play, there's goals at both ends.
Unfortunately, there's more against than for.
Yeah, 29 conceded this season and 20 scored, but it's a lot better.
So I think Clayton Zane, especially tonight, it's going to be difficult, especially playing 3/3, to have a clean sheet. Every coach, when they go out there, they want to keep a clean sheet. So looks like the Jets are making a change here.
Yeah, Tyson Jackson coming from the ground, as well as Jake McGuinness. And Finn Paris also coming off. So Cameron Joyce, he was a star at the start of the NPL season. Hasn't scored too many of late. So he'll be looking to get a bit of confidence back in this one, Cam Joyce.
Yeah, he scored quite a few quite early in the NPL season. I think he's got 4 at the moment. So he'll be looking to get a bit of confidence back into his play.
Jets bench just on screen there.
Just on the sub, Lachlan Pasquale's come on. We watched him 2 weeks ago playing for Edgeworth, and talking to Clayton Zane prior to the game. He's looking at some NPL players, bring him in for a trial and see how they go.
And Josh Lowe, you'd expect he'll get a run. He's Edgeworth's backup keeper. Played a couple of games this season when Jim Fogarty's been out. Edgeworth's first choice keeper. There's Joe. Across the back, evading Brymora, there was Chun, and back to Joe.
And again, the pressure from the Jets is just immense, causing Shandong to play backwards. And that's a great ball by the keeper.
Ball wide from Yu to Shia. Stepping back on the inside was Tian, and back to Shia. Those bright orange long sleeve skins. As it runs on for Ma.
Yeah.
Cody Carroll getting involved now. Tackling the ball off Mao, and Pasquale finds it wide. Must be weird for him wearing the Jets jersey. So used to seeing him in Edgeworth colours. This
is a great opportunity for Lachlan Pasquale tonight. And it's great that Clayton Zane's giving some young NPL players a chance to prove themselves, especially at the international level.
Here's Pierce Clark. And I think that says a lot about Clayton Zane as a coach, giving players a go and looking for the best players in the young players in the competition to come through and and prove themselves.
Yeah, well, he told me before the game that he's given Lachlan Pasquale a chance and the goalkeeper low. So, and he's on the lookout for more players to get him in.
Here's the interception from the Jets. They've got Cam Joyce unmarked at the back post, and Cameron Joyce, he's back on the score sheet. It wasn't too difficult, but he makes it 4-0.
Yeah, there's the pressure from the Jets from Tommy Whaler. Won the ball, great cross into Cameron Joyce, and it was a good finish. Even though it was right in front of goal, still had to put it away.
Here it is, but here it was the interception from you there in goals, as we saw, but it's the interception out there wide, Cam Joyce into an empty net, and they'll be happy with that.
That is a high-quality ball. That's a world-class ball from that angle. Good pace on it.
And who was it? It was that man, Tom Waller again, down that far side.
He's been a standout so far. Actually, all the Jets have been very good tonight, but Tom Waller's been a standout on this left-hand side.
I think the impressive thing about this third especially, we're now just over halfway through the second third, is the Jets have held on. They've had a tougher opponent in their second third, but they held on. They weathered the storm in the opening 10 minutes, and now they're reaping their rewards.
Yeah, 100% agree. Shandong started on fire in the first 10 minutes, really putting pressure on the Jets. The players here are more balanced, better on the ball. Technically, they're quite good. However, the Jets weathered the storm and now got their rhythm back.
Anthony Burke.
And deserved the goal.
Now the ball through from Sung. Just a little offside. There was Tiana. Didn't think too far, but sideline official putting the flag up. And Pierce Clark with the goal kick. The NPL taking a break this weekend as we see the Jets. Tom Waller's going off, and he's been, as we said, probably the Jets' best over.
He's been a standout in the first, 45 minutes. No doubt, I think Clayton Zane might put him back on, depending on how the game's going. But, yeah, he's been a standout. Scored a goal, set up a few. He's been great.
But yes, the Northern New South Wales, the PlayStation 4 Northern New South Wales NPL taking a break this weekend for the FFA Cup fixtures. We'll be back with Lambton Jaffers meeting Broadmeadow Magic on Saturday week. That'll be a good clash, that one. It was 2-1 to Broadmeadow last time they met here at Magic Park on a Wednesday night. Degadoy rises, strong header from him. Anthony Burke unable to hold off Leo there.
And again, Jets have put pressure on the ball. Very good pressure on the ball, winning the ball, and now Pasquale's got it.
Here's Pasquale with some space. We know what a strong young player he is. He goes across to that far side. Stepping and turning. McGuinness looks like he's come back out onto the park for the Jets. Pasquale's ball intercepted. It wasn't a bad idea at all, and Shandong with a chance to break through Mao. And Mao down this left-hand side. Turns, just takes his time, and now plays it to Ma. Back to Mao. He's got men in the box here. And they open their account for the evening.
I think Shandong need to be a little bit quicker with the ball. They allowed Jets to get 10 players back behind the ball.
And there's Song getting back and over the sideline. And a Shandong throw.
I think they just need to be a little bit quicker going forward. They sort of just held the ball up, kept the ball, which was good. However, it allowed the Jets to get 10 players behind the ball, which compacts the space and makes it very difficult for Shandong to play through.
So it's over for just the goal kick. Little mistake there, unable to control off the chest. And Pierce Clark with just the goal kick for the Jets. He's been playing the last few matches for the Jets. I think he came in first match against Hamilton Olympic. There's Song on screen. Number 3 for Shandong. Brian Moore rises and gives away the free kick.
Even though he gave away the free kick, he's been a bit of a pest for the Shandong defence. He's very aggressive. He loves a solid challenge, like he did then.
Chun goes wide to Shia. Little touch now from Tian.
And again, Jess, the pressure on the ball, it's making it very difficult for Shandong to play through. Clayton Zane must be very impressed with his side tonight. And full credit to Clayton Zane. He's got him well drilled.
And here's the ball now for Chun. With some space, he's got Ma at the back post. Chun with a shot. Hit that left foot. It was bending very nicely, but just didn't bend enough towards the back post.
Yeah, he took everyone by surprise running down that right-hand side. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, he was free. But unfortunately, his shot just went wide. Even here, Shandong's putting pressure, not allowing the Jets to play out from the back. Oh, actually, I just did.
See the Jets.
So that's better pressure. Look, Shandong.
It's always the commentator's curse, Damien. It always happens like that.
But better pressure from the middle three from Shandong.
There's Anthony Burke. Played it back to Richardson, who has been good so far tonight. Lovely ball. McGuinness in towards the middle. And put over for a Jets corner.
I agree with you, Ben. Richardson's been very solid tonight. And that's a world-class ball from Richardson to McGuinness on that left-hand side. And McGuinness done well to very composed on the ball, chested down, allowed himself to cut inside.
Here's the corner whipped in. Degadoy rises. The back post. Oh, a little bump there on Cody Carroll from you. Just asking him to get out of his way. And there was you. It's actually Mitch Hunter that's come on, who's on the ball now, not Jake McGuinness. Very similar body type as Mitch Hunter. He came from Germany and originally from Brisbane, Mitch Hunter. Yep. Got a bit of info on him as well, Damien.
Yeah, Clayton Zane said he's been training the house down, so they really want to have a good look at him. I think he's originally from Queensland, I think.
Yep, yeah, Brisbane, yep,
Brisbane, yeah.
Exactly.
Just on that play just earlier, the Shandong keeper must be disappointing himself. He tried to rush the pass forward.
Here is this little confrontation. There he goes, you saying, get out of my way, Cody Carroll. As here's Kyle Degadoy rising, and this time putting his header wide.
He's been unlucky a few times, Degadoy, on the corners.
And there is Cody Carroll.
A few of the Shandong players are starting to walk a little bit now. I think the pressure from the Jets has taken its toll on them.
And you with the goal kick, but the Cody Carroll has really turned it on in the NPL the last few weeks. He was very impressive in the National Youth League competition where the Jets played outstandingly well in their conference, finishing second. This ball runs back for Joe. Plays it to Wong. Just unable to make the final. Sydney FC, I'm pretty sure, that topped that pool. There's now the ball back for Tian. His ball well intercepted, and now Brymora with a touch. Brymora evading, and his touch just a bit heavy. You should come out and claim it, and he does so. Brymora going base over apex, but
yeah, it was very unlucky there.
Ball.
I think Shandong will be a little bit disappointed themselves. They got in a good position, however, their final pass just evaded them. And again, the Jets put pressure on. I'm sounding like a broken record, but they just keep putting pressure on the ball, which is causing issues for Shandong. And again, here we go again.
Tian, and now Cam Joyce on the ball. Pasquale dispossessed there, Lockie Pasquale. Now a ball over the top. But Ko Degadoy backtracking.
Yeah, composure by Degadoy.
Out in that far side of the ground through Adam Corley. Cody Carroll unmarked on the inside. Carroll turns. And just a little touch from the Shandong defender was able to push the ball out of Cody Carroll's control. And now a speedy run from Song down this near side of the ground. Backtracking after him. He's got Ryan Enza. Normally plays in defence, Ryan Enza. And now Ma. He gets around Cameron Joyce quite easily. Still Ma. Trying to get on that right boot. Song after it. Sits back up. It's Song again, and on the left boot, he just snatched at it a little bit, did Tian, and just sliced it over the top of the bar.
Yeah, Ma did tremendous down that left-hand side. And a few little link-up plays, a few short passes created the space, and unfortunately they couldn't get a shot on goal. What I like about the Jets here...
Almost turned it. Well, he is turned over.
Yeah, he's not that.
Here's Ma on his left boot. Well, if he had found the pass to Yen, there was a big chance for a goal there, but he just sort of hit it a little bit hard. Now the ball comes back for Liu. Shandong on the ball back for Mao. And they've turned it over again. Lockie Pasquale goes down. Lockie Pasquale hasn't had the happiest of evenings, Lockie Pasquale, tonight for the Jets. And we've got a yellow card going the way of Shea.
Yeah, just too many touches for Lockie Pasquale there. Just needs to be a little bit quick on the ball. These Chinese players are quite quick and versatile, and they're going to put pressure, so he needs only just keep it to 2-touch.
I'm thinking with the Jets, they do play that faster style. Edgeworth don't play quite as fast as what the Jets play, so he's sort of adapting to that, must be Must be a little bit tough for Lockie Pasquale. He's in the back there, and Lockie Pasquale will have a couple of games to play most likely this weekend. So I don't think Clayton Zane will be using him. I doubt he'll use him in the third instalment of this match, the last 30 minutes. He's got a busy schedule, and Damien Zane, I'm sure, will want his midfielder somewhat fresh for tomorrow's match against Urunga. Ryan Enza.
He might even rest him against Urunga tomorrow. I don't think Damien Zane will go in with a full squad against Urunga tomorrow, but you never know, because he will. Well, if they win, he'll have a game on the Sunday.
And they could potentially come up against Hamilton Olympic. So here is Cameron Joyce. That would be a huge battle. Joyce towards the back post. Gia away. Thornton against Singleton. Lambton against Bell Swans. Norths against Hamilton and Edgeworth. We just got an offside against Brymore, and Edgeworth taking on Urunga tomorrow in the FFA Cup. It should be a good weekend in that competition. But here tonight, it's the Jets up against Shandong, Luneng, Taishan at Magic Park.
What I like about the Jets here, if you look at their back line to their front line, honestly, it's about 25 yards. The ground is so compact. They're forcing Shandong to play long.
Here is Yu. Over to the far side of the ground, Adam Corley and Degadoy trying to hold off Chun.
Yeah, Chun did very well there. Nice composure on the ball, good balance.
Now around that far side, and clearing away was Ryan Enza. Sits back up on the shot, and again, just a little bit high from Shandong. They just haven't challenged Pierce Clark too often tonight.
No, but that comes down to the Jets defence. They've been very compact, making the Shandong shoot from outside the 18-yard box.
And how much have they improved since the start of the season, the Jets, at the back?
Oh, definitely. The last 4 results firstly tells you they've won their last 4 games. And like I said, they lost 5-0 against Olympic, the game we called. And to be honest, general play, it was fairly evenish. It was just more the physicality they sort of got beaten by.
Here's Brian Mora, Burke.
And a few individual errors as well.
Ryan Enza. Cross to Degadoy.
And again, the Jets using the width of the park, which sort of opens up the midfield and the back line for the Shandong.
Ko Degadoy playing his juniors at Brookvale. Brookvale Football Club.
What, the Sea Eagles?
Not quite the Sea Eagles. Down at north of Sydney, which is where Shandong will be travelling through later this evening or tomorrow when they head back down to their base at Valentine Sports Complex for their remaining 4 matches. Tagore
was a bit lucky there, sort of holding on to the Shandong striker.
Here's
but he did well in the end.
Enza down this near side of the ground. He's got Ma coming across to pressure him. Enza back to Anthony Burke. Nice touch onto Carroll, but just getting in the way there was Chun. Carroll's pass, and they come away. Charging that down is Adam Corley. On Sunday, they're meeting Chatswood Rangers. Shandong is this one just running down and over for a goal kick. Next Tuesday, they played Bonnie Rig White Eagles, their under-20s. Then they played Rockdale City Suns under-20s. And then on Thursday, they play the Northern Tigers under-20s at Valentine Sports Park. So a hectic schedule for them. Most of those night matches, but the match on Sunday at 4 p.m. against Chatswood Rangers.
And again, the Jets has really squeezed the park up here, forcing Shandong to go long. It's probably about 10 metres between the front and the back of the Jets' 2 lines.
Very compact, as you said, over that, sort of in that little box area of the ground.
Yeah, and you can't play through that. They're forcing Shandong to go long. The other thing I'm liking about the Jets is the rotational plays with Burke, especially Burke and Carroll in the middle of the park. It's causing a lot of problems for Shandong.
Here's Richardson in the centre circle. Looks for Pasquale. Lockie Pasquale.
Yeah, he needs to be quicker with the ball, Pasquale.
Laying it wide and looking for Joyce. And Pasquale finding the legs, and nice little touch on. Just unable to control their Chun.
But again, the pressure from Joyce on the ball forced the turnover.
Here's Carroll. Intercepted by Shea. Corley going back and after it. But just as you say, Damien, you've got this such a wide field, and the match is being played in sort of a box on that left-hand side for a minute. Then it was incredible to see how tight the match was being played. Here's Enza.
But if you look at the Jets, they've got width everywhere here.
Primora, and then they use that width over to the left now. Corley looking towards the middle. Appeals for handball, but it was Zhou up there deflecting off his shoulder. And a Jets throw as we tick down towards the final 20-odd seconds of the second third. 7 minutes break in between the second third and the final third. And now with Chun slicing it over the sideline.
I will say the second third from Shandong has been a lot better. I think this is probably their main squad. They've been more calmer on the ball. They put a lot more pressure on the ball. I think shape-wise, I think they can get a little bit wider, use the width of the park so they can actually play around the Jets. However, the Jets' pressure has been phenomenal. It's been brilliant, to be honest. And Clayton Zambia extremely happy.
So the Jets winning that third by a goal to nil. And at the end of 60 minutes, we've still got another half an hour to go. It's the Jets Youth 4 leading Shandong Luneng Taishan 0. And we'll be back in approximately 7 minutes' time for the third 30-minute third of this match. So we'll catch you then. Hello and welcome back. The final third now, just about to get underway. The Jets youth leading Shandong Luneng Taishan by 4-0 this evening. Cam Joyce and Christian Brymora about to get us underway on a cold winter's night here in Newcastle, Magic Park.
However, we're just warmed up with the Kabapi chili rolls by the Magic officials.
Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they, these guys here at Magic Park? They do a great job downstairs in the canteen, but we are underway. It's the Jets again, running right to left as they were in the first half, and Shandong in their orange kit, running left to right. There's this ball over the top, looking for bye. I'm just thinking, Damien, a few of these Shandong players are wearing their long sleeves to keep them warm. I'm wondering what the temperature would be back home about this kind of year, because it would be summer this point in time.
Yeah, it's going to be quite hot and very humid, I'd say. So they're probably just not used to these conditions at this time of year.
From the Shandong province, this side, and they're from Eastern China. Eastern China, and Jinyan is the suburb where their home stadium is. Hopefully I've said that right. That's Adam Corley down the left for the Jets.
Yeah, I was doing a bit of research on Shandong prior to the game. Unfortunately, I didn't look at the weather. However, yeah, Shandong means east of the mountain.
So there you go. Which means you'd think there would be a little bit of weather as well. Going on my geography skills, when you are east of a mountain, normally there is a little bit of rain.
Yeah, and I think situated right on the Yellow River. Or Yellow Sea, sorry.
This is Pasquale. And now the ball through, looking wide, the Jets. Stepping back inside, Pasquale finds Joyce. He goes down, he was dispossessed. Sliding in there was Richardson. He's done his chances of playing more matches and getting more game time for the Jets youth. No harm this evening.
Yeah, Richardson's been very solid at the back for the Jets. Been very impressed with him and DeGoy.
Richardson playing his juniors at John Paul College. Thinking that's in Brisbane somewhere. Serious call. I shouldn't say Brisbane, that is Mitch Hunter, so I'm not sure where that is. Here's Brymora finding his way in. Oh, gee, that was a lightning quick movement of the right boot.
Yeah, that was
you in goals.
Great play by Joyce, Crawley. Just back on Shandong, as I said, I did a little bit of research, and it exports fruit, veggies, wine, and deerskin.
Deerskin. So what is it? Fruit, wine, veggies, and deerskin.
Yeah, deerskin for the clothing.
Okay. It's interesting. Very interesting. Stark contrast to Newcastle, we export coal. There's Degadoy going back. It's a lot more exciting exporting that kind of stuff. This here's Bai. Back into the middle. Now for Chun. Bai again. Can they find themselves a goal? Now Chun. All the way back for the captain, Zhou.
And again, Shandong just held the ball up a little bit. They should have played a little bit quicker, more forward runs, and allowed the Jets to get 10 players behind the ball again and clog and compact the space.
Shia runs back and plays it back to his goalkeeper, Yu. And now out for Chun. But, Damien, that research is very, very interesting from Shandong.
Do you want to hear a bit more?
Yeah, if you've got more. Jets are up 4-0, so... And they're down their own defensive end here, Shandong.
Just on China, do you know it's the 4th most visited country in the world, behind France, the USA, Spain, and
France is up the top. That's very interesting. I would have thought, the US were up the top of that. But
and as we mentioned at the top of the course, Shandong province has a population of 97 million.
97 million. And as he is coming down this near side of the ground, is Bai well blocked there, coming across. Richardson.
Good start to the third by Shandong.
And there he is on screen, Bai, charging down that right side. The referee wants it retaken. 97 million. So what do we have in Australia? 24.
Yeah, about 24 million
in the whole of Australia.
And about 500,000 in the Hunter here.
97. That is impressive stuff. So here's the corner. Whipped in towards the back post. Joyce with the header away. Pasquale. And now he plays it over the top, and after it is McGuinness, and now Brian Mora will run that down. Charging away is Hunter, as we know, tall, left-footed. Played in Germany and also coming from Brisbane. Is that man Mitch Hunter. Capricorn Coast Eagles, Mitch Hunter's from. Just standing there, the number 15.
Yeah, he's impressed in training, Clayton Zane said, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes in this final third.
Here's Shea. Wide and running that down on the far side.
The Jets have maintained their intensity the whole game. I've been very impressed.
We was talking about it the other night in the Magic game against Maitland, whether Maitland could keep up their pressing for the whole game. They couldn't, and Magic got them in the end. But the Jets, they're fit. They're a fit young side. It helps when you're training a few more days a week as well.
Yeah, exactly. And again, the pressure from the Jets, forcing Shandong to go to the right fullback. As soon as the ball was played to the right fullback, they had 3 players putting pressure, causing the turnover.
Here's the throw to Cam Joyce from Corley. Back to Corley on his left boot, trying to get a bit of swing on it. Not enough to bring it back. And over for just the goal kick.
Like we said earlier in the call, the Newcastle Jets obviously playing against guys today similar age, are obviously performing extremely well and have struggled early on in the NPL. My prediction is, towards the back end of the NPL, they're going to perform well and cause a lot of problems to some of the top sides.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one, Damien. They are going to cause some problems at the back end of the season for those top sides. They could even sneak into the 4, although they can't play finals, the Jets. So, unfortunately, they won't be playing finals. Just had a look there a moment ago. The crowd here at Magic Park, not the biggest, but good to see a few people coming in here tonight to witness this international youth friendly here on Bar TV, brought to you by Top Better, the major broadcast partner of Bar TV this season.
Yeah, you find a lot of the NPL sides train on Friday night, so obviously those guys won't be here.
Here's the throw.
And again, look at the Jets' pitch. Like the back line to the front line is like 25 metres. Really compact the pitch, making it very difficult for Shandong. I've been impressed with the way Clayton Zane's lined his side up today.
Back to Clark. And now, all of a sudden, the touch just a bit heavy. Shea back towards the middle of the ground, looking for bite. And the visitors get a goal here. They do something special. Pasquale away. Joyce. And now McGuinness brings it wide to Corley. Steps inside the challenge, coming across with Shea.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Joyce with a touch by Mora. There's plenty of space out on the far side. Just don't get it there.
Great ball in by Crawley to Joyce. Unfortunately, the final pass by Joyce led him astray.
It's the ball now for Joyce. Now wide back into the middle, looking for Joyce. Headed away, Pasquale. On it now for the Jets. Corley on the volley on his left boot. Got a nice piece of it, but well blocked by Shandong. There's Chun. Now Wong. And Ko Degadoy puts that one over Magic Park, and that could be another ball to be fetched from the drain. We've lost a few tonight.
Degadoy and Richardson have been very solid at the back for the Jets youth. They've read the game well. Look, they're talking here, pushing the back line up, compacting the space for Shandong.
Here's Joe on the ball at the back for Shandong. Do you think they can find a goal, Damien? They've had some half chances, but not a really good one.
To be honest, I'm unsure. The defence from the Jets has been outstanding, and they've been relentless with this pressure on the ball.
Cam Joyce unable to keep it in there.
Yeah, it depends what Clayton Zane does. He might give some of the younger boys a go. So, but the back 4 at the moment have been very solid, and I find it difficult that Shandong will score.
So Brian Mora coming off. Looks like it's going to be Jake McGuinness that's going to come back onto the pitch for the Jets.
just had a text from a good mate who's supposed to be in the commentary box tonight from the Gold Coast, saying that the weather in Shandong at the moment is about 7 p.m. and it's about 26 degrees.
26, there you go, 7 p.m.
Yep.
And Chris Turner will be joining us, who is texting you about the Shandong province. He will be in the commentary box for the next match for the Lambton Jaffers taking on Broadmeadow Magic.
Yeah, I've missed him over the last few commentary sessions, so looking forward to working with me good old mate TC in next weekend.
Should be a cracker, that one. Lambton against Magic. 4-0 here tonight. The Jets up against Shandong. Luneng is here after the ball is McGuinness. Gets a boot in. Xian wide. They've hit some lovely passes tonight, Shandong. They just haven't been able to probably be quick enough. I think you've touched on it, Damien, but here's a chance now for them. Some space in front. A shot there from Song, deflecting off the legs and away. It's flicked back on the inside. Cam Joyce. The touch, he's got a man wide and charging down that far side of the ground. The Jets now. Looking back into the middle. That's over for a throw.
Yeah, back on Song. He sort of hesitated. He should have drove into the box, one-on-one with Richardson, and tried to get round him and have a shot. He sort of hesitated, took his time a bit, allowing the Jets defenders to get back a tad.
It's the Jets bench on screen. Brains Trust, Clayton Zane on the far side. You can just see his head furthest from screen.
He was looking a bit stressed there. He's got no reason to be stressed tonight. He'd be very impressed with his performance.
Yeah, they have been very, very solid and impressive tonight, the Jets youth. Goal kick here for Shandong. Just trying to creep it forward a couple of steps.
If I was Shandong, I'd get the right and left fullback really wide. Let's try and play out, break it up a little bit, because the last few, or probably the last half hour, the goal kicks have just been long. So it's a 50-50 ball, and a majority of the time the Jets are winning it and being first to the ball. So I'd probably just try and break it up for the last 20 minutes.
Here's Joyce. It's the touch on, wide and cleaned up. Going down was Corley. There's McGuinness, a little shove in the back there from Shear. He hasn't been afraid of getting involved in this one, Shear. He's got a yellow card tonight, but put in a very good effort. He's been solid for Shandong tonight. Here's Pasquale.
And see here, see the difference between Shandong and the Jets. Look how wide the Jets players are. They're using the width. Brian Morrick just coming into the pocket trying to pick the ball up.
Here is Shandong on the break. They snavel one late here. Just bouncing up and Chun unable to control. Still Chun. Back to Yen. Taken down and bumped away, but referee gives the free kick. A little bit heavy challenge there from Angus Thurgate.
Yeah, I thought it was a foul on the number 8 for Shandong. And again, the Jets have got all 11 players behind the ball here. They're keen to keep a clean sheet. I reckon Clayton Zane would have broken this game into thirds. They want to try and win each third.
0-0 currently in this final third. It was 3-0 to the Jets in the first, 1-0 in the second. It was really the first 10 minutes. They scored twice, the Jets. Standing over the free kick is Chun.
There's a bit of passion involved in this free kick.
They want to get forward and put this in. Chun on the left. Jets do well to head it away. Josh Lowe in goals for the Jets in this third. Edgeworth's backup keeper, I should say.
Yeah, you need to congratulate Clayton Zane here for giving some of the young NPL players a chance to shine in front of him for the next NYL season. No doubt he's looking at more players in the NPL, he was telling me.
Richardson. Cross to Degadoy. And Degadoy wide for Corley. Corley, little touch on towards the middle. Here's Hunter. Hunter towards the back post. Touch over the bar.
That was very well played by the Jets. See the width they had on with Crawley out wide. Yeah, well...
Apparently we've just received word that Martin Lee is on the bench for the Jets, the new Jets owner. So we'll try and see if we can get a shot. On the near side of screen. Here's the Jets towards the back post. The header on goal, but Shandong wasn't travelling too quick. And Shandong with the clearance. Pasquale. Back to Enza.
I think Martin Lee will be happy with what he's seen at the moment for the young boys.
Here come the Jets towards the middle. Shandong with the header away. Pasquale riding a couple of challenges.
And again, as soon as the ball breaks down, the Jets win the ball, then they spread it wide. Or not spread it wide, the players go wide to open the space up.
The ball towards the back post for Hunter. I'm not exactly 100% sure if that is Martin Lee. I have a feeling that's the Jets trainer there on the bench. So it could be a hoax here. I
actually found out from a really good source that he left yesterday back to China. So probably not Martin Lee.
It is the Jets trainer. So I thought it was the Jets trainer. I've seen him in a few NPL games and I was thinking he looks a bit young for Martin Lee.
I was talking to David Eland from the Northern New South Wales. So yeah, so when you said Martin Lee, I was getting a bit excited because I thought
he's come back for this game.
But yeah, he told me he left yesterday. So
yes, Martin's back. Oh, here's a shot from Joyce. Well, it's found its way under you and into the bottom right corner, and that wasn't the greatest goalkeeping from you there.
Oh, it was a great turn by Joyce. Actually, since Joyce has come on, he's really sparked the Jets, even though all the Jets have been good. They're all done very well tonight, but I've been very impressed with Cameron Joyce and playing more the central role. Last time I seen him play was more on the high right against Olympic. However, more central, he's doing really well.
Here's the replay. The ball, it wasn't a bad shot, actually. I'm starting to look at that. You did have a bit of work to do. Joyce just hit it perfectly, and you had to go low to his left, and it's 5-0 now to the Jets. Here it was, again. Here it is, Joyce with the control, and then the shot.
That is a great touch by Joyce. He knew exactly what he was doing there.
Just curling it into the bottom corner.
If you watch him, he knows exactly where the defender is. He knew he was going to come inside and have a shot. That was well played by Cameron Joyce.
We've got a bit of light rain falling here this evening at Magic Park now. All the elements of a winter's day here in Newcastle. As here's a ball through, a chance now for Chun. Chun on the angle, but Josh Lowe's there. And he ensures the Jets keep a clean sheet so far as it's wide to Mitch Hunter. Can the Jets get a second in this third? They've already got 5. And they make it 6. Little touch on from Horsley. He finds Cameron Joyce. Can he make it a hat-trick? Cameron Joyce towards the back post. Can't do so, and it's over for a goal kick. Less than 13 to go now in this one.
That was a great run by Angus Thurgate there. He went out wide, allowing Crawley to come inside. His touch was a bit too hard, Crawley. However, just regained the ball and nearly scored off it.
Well, the Jets' stats this season have shown that they either win big or they lose big. Their 3 wins this season they've won 2 by a margin of 3 goals out of those 3 wins, and then the losses, they've lost a couple by 3 and then 1 by 5. So once again tonight here, it's a big win so far.
Talking to Clayton prior to the game about their game against Valentine. But
here's the touch in towards the middle at Shandong doing defensive work.
Yeah, being up 4-0. I know he rested some players in the second half, so obviously because of the game they've got tonight. So you might find a few tired bodies towards the end of this game.
They're almost sitting on each other down there in the corner. Shandong and the Jets players. Pasquale, we know he's strong, but he's been dispossessed there. Just hasn't had the happiest of evenings. There's the ball across the ground for the Jets with Ryan Enza now. Still Enza. The touch wide. Mitch Hunter unmarked to the back post. Can he cut it back? No one in the middle for the Jets, and it's cleared away by Shandong.
Enza did brilliantly there.
Maybe a little bit of cramp here for Shia. And the trainer's going out too, yeah, so it is a little bit of cramp. It's been out there for since the start of the second third.
Yeah, Ryan Enza did brilliantly there. Came inside, found Hunter on the left hand side. His pass, unfortunately, was just a bit too strong.
There's that rain coming down here at Magic Park, just light.
To be honest, where we're standing, you can't even see the rain, but when you look on the monitor, you You can actually see it.
Very light sort of drizzle here. It does look like cramp, but just sort of surprising because it isn't that hot this evening. Normally you see it a bit more when in hotter conditions, but he's done a lot of running out there tonight. And Shia leaving the ground, unfortunately. The crowd in the grandstand, small grandstand to the far end here at Magic Park, giving him a applause as he left the ground, which is good to see here in Newcastle. It's the ball over the top. Still waits. We wait for a goal for Shandong. It's Jake McGuinness. Mitch Hunter now. Down the line. Turning and going down was Angus Thurgate.
What I like about De Goey and Richardson here, they're not flat. There's always one going towards the ball, one dropping off. The communication's been superb tonight.
Back for Pasquale. Finds a pass out to that far side of the ground. And they've turned it over. Chance now for Shandong. We'll see how quick this counter-attack is on the far side of the ground. It's Ma. Cutting inside, still Ma. Finds the pass. And letting it run on now is Yu. Yu on the right boot into Corley. Doing the clean-up work is Mitch Hunter. And Shandong conceding the free kick.
How many games has Matt Richardson played for the Jets, do you know?
Matt, this is his first match.
This is his first match. I've been very impressed with this guy.
Matt Richardson, one to remember for the Jets this year.
Yep.
Here's Enza, across the back for McGuinness, and now Corley. Corley, he's small in stature, but he's got plenty of heart and pace, Adam Corley. And down and over the sideline. Into the final 9 minutes now.
Sorry, Clayton Zane was saying Corley. He's naturally a wide left player, and unfortunately he didn't have a left fullback, so he's had to put Corley back in the left fullback for the season. So he's doing a fabulous job tonight.
McGuinness going back to Degadoy. KL Degadoy scoring on Wednesday night against Valentine. One of the 4 goal scorers for the Jets. Back for Shandong. It's Corley again. McGuinness.
No, it's a Shandong. The 2 deep midfielders are just standing off the Jets midfield at the moment. They must be getting a little bit tired, giving the Jets 3 a bit of space.
Back for Bye now. Bye gets around Corley with ease there. He put a ball in. Just gets right under it and it'll go over. And just the goal kick, just unable to find the quality there on this near
Bye.
side.
I think he'd be a bit disappointed in himself. Bye. It's shown when he threw his arms up. Yeah, striker's coming in back stick, but unfortunately his ball was too long.
Here's Josh Lowe finding Corley.
That's too easy for the Jets to get out there.
Now on the ball is Thurgate. Good tackle there at the back from Chun.
His touch was just a bit too long, Thurgate. But Jets regain possession again.
There's Pasquale. So McGuinness in the middle again, just controlling things. Jake McGuinness laid on in this match. Good control off the chest. Wide for Mitch Hunter. Great ball from Thurgate. Hunter on his left foot towards the middle. Cameron Joyce looking for a hat-trick. They've got it away in the end, Shandong. But Joyce is there again, just bumped off the ball. And now with Zhou.
Again, the centre 3 midfielders for Shandong. They're not putting pressure on the Jets' 3 midfielders. They're allowing them to get the ball, look up, and play forward.
There's a wide ball. Charging away is Yen. Cutting inside Yen. Towards the middle of the box. Here's a chance at the back post, but just a bit heavy, and Chun unable to run it down.
Yeah, they've had a few half chances in the last few minutes, Shandong. I think Clayton will be very keen for a clean sheet.
Josh Lowe with the goal kick. Out to Corley again, as he did a moment ago. Corley back across the ground for Richardson to Enza now. Ryan Enza. Up and over the top. A little slip at the back there, I should say, from up the front from Mitch Hunter. And Josh Lowe lets it run onto him.
And again, the Jets compacting the space. Making Shandong play long.
McGuinness turning. Little touch on now for Leo. Corley on the ball for the Jets. Stabbing one through, looking for Joyce. Clearance off the knee, away for Wong. And now wider for Gao. Little touch down the line. Now the ball through, and Josh Lowe with the grab for the Jets. McGuinness.
Getting too much space, McGuinness, in this middle of the park, and that's a great ball.
He finds the pass to Horsley.
Yeah, great ball to Horsley by McGuinness.
Horsley not under too much pressure. Pasquale. He finds the pass. He goes back to McGuinness. Again, plenty of pace. Plenty of space, I should say. Here's Hunter. Dodging and stepping around the defence and putting it towards the back post, but just a bit heavy, and it sits up now for Ma on that far side.
Yeah, Horsley sort of came in a little bit too quick. He should have held his ground and came in later, that back stick.
Into the final 4.5 minutes now of this one. It's been the Jets' youth too dominant tonight. Too much energy and too clinical. Corley. Most of the goals coming fairly easily.
I agree with the word energy, Ben. I think they've had too much energy for Shandong tonight.
It's always hard. First match, travelling and having that energy. Is diving in. Mitch Hunter cleaned up, and we've got a yellow card coming out here for Wang.
There's been, 2 yellow cards, but the game's been played in a very good spirit. Especially the last 2/3 have been quite intense. Good pressure from both sides, and it's been a very good battle. With the Jets obviously being the better side for my.
Here's McGuinness. Going across and back. Ryan ends are backtracking for the Jets. Match not reaching too many great heights in this last third. Shandong unable to penetrate the Jets' backline. Very strong defensively tonight, which is not something the Jets have been this season in the Northern New South Wales NPL, the youth side. Stepping on the ball is Yu. Going back, little 1-2. Yu. And back for Thurgate, and now McGuinness. McGuinness has controlled this tempo at the back end.
Yeah, he's done really well, but he's getting so much space in the middle of the park. Him and Pasquale.
Find it very easy.
Him, Pasquale, as well as Thurgate in the middle of the park. They're rotating really well. Interchange and play really well, but they're getting too much space. Shandong looking a little bit tired now.
There's Thurgate going back to McGuinness. Inside the final 3 minutes now. Corley down to the corner. He's got Mitch Hunter in the middle. They have another goal in them, the Jets. Across the face.
Great ball by Corley. Mitch Hunter was unlucky. Looked like he closed his eyes a little bit as the ball was coming towards him. But that was a great ball in. Had a lot of time on the ball too, Corley, to cross it. Shandong right defender needs to put more pressure on him.
Jets with the throw laid on. Here's one, McGuinness. As we mentioned, plenty of space for him laid on in this contest. Corley. The next match here on Bath TV in the codes of football, it'll be next Saturday week. Lambton up against Broadmeadow Magic from Arthur Redden Oval. Lambton should be a good battle, that one, as we mentioned. This is towards the middle. Sits up. McGuinness looking for the volley, but Shandong do well to knock it away. Corley here decides to have an attempt. And, gee, the spectator there wasn't turning around. I thought it was going to clean them up and we would have got some entertainment late this evening. I don't know if we have a replay, but tell you what, that went close.
Yeah, it looked like Corley was watching Bar TV on Sunday, watching Matty Hurl.
That's right.
Sorry, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, yeah. What a goal there from Matty Hurl. But a little bit of late entertainment. Had to taken out that patron up on the hill. It's probably been the most entertaining thing that's happened in this half. It's been the Jets youth just holding on nicely. But here we go. Maybe a late goal from Shandong. Lovely little control. Great work at the back from the Jets to clear it over as Bai juggling the ball through the defence in a late corner.
Yeah, he looked very dangerous there, Bai. He did well, but the defence for the Jets just were rock solid again. They'll stay composed on the ball.
40 seconds to go in regulation time. Clayton Zane won't want a goal.
Like I said, he probably wants to win the 3/3, and they're 1-0 up this third.
Here's the corner from the far side. Whipped in towards the near post. Oh, Jets diving in. Going down there and just cleared away was Wong in the box. Now Zhou. Degadoy, unable to get there. Corley playing it back, and Richardson, well, said he's been impressive tonight.
Nearly got caught blindside then.
Here's Joyce with a touch on. We tick down towards maybe a late chance. Yu comes out, and the captain Joe get it away. He can. And that is full time here at Magic Park this evening. It was the Jets youth just too strong against Shandong Luneng, Damien.
Oh yeah, the Jets youth were very impressive tonight, Ben. I think, like you said before, they just showed more enthusiasm. They seemed, interest is not the word, but they were really keen for a big match tonight.
Yes, Clayton Zane, he'll be very, very happy with the way the Jets have performed this evening. We'll have a look at the highlights, if we can, of this one. The Jets 5-0 victory. And here they come, these highlights of the match tonight. This is the first half. It's the Jets with the first goal. It was Tom Waller at the back post putting it into an empty net. Great goal from him. And then Anthony Burke ran away and finished that one. Good finish from him, Damien.
Oh, it was a great finish by him, but that came from pressure. Putting pressure on the ball. Here it goes again. Pressure on the ball. Causing a turnover.
Cody Carroll on that occasion, finding the ball, and Brian Mora with the armband makes no mistake.
Yeah, he had a great game today, Brian Mora.
And then Jackson, the header, that was almost a chance for Cody Carroll. He should have put that one away, be a bit disappointed. And then Joyce at the back post.
But that was Whalers' cross. He dispossessed the Shandong defender just prior to that. And a great ball across. Great ball across.
I'll come back to that cross in just a second. Here's Joyce finishing, putting the nail in the coffin. But if you saw the Germany-Ukraine game the other day, it's a cross from the far side in Swineside. It was Mesut Ozil, and that was very similar.
Very similar, yeah, very similar.
Towards the back post.
And Joyce still had to finish it, and he finished it well. So I thought Jets tonight were very, very dominant. They put a lot of pressure on the ball. Their shape was second to none. They really compact the space in when they were defending. Like I said, putting pressure on the ball, allowing Shandong not to play. So I think Clayton Zane will be very happy with his effort for his team tonight, and also come away with a clean sheet.
Yeah, as we said, a great performance from the Jets tonight. So full time here at Magic Park. It's been a pleasure to have your company, and great to have Shandong, Luneng, Taishan coming across to play this friendly, as we see a photo being taken with all the players, which is awesome to see the camaraderie here of this kind of international friendly. So full time tonight at Magic Park. Damien will be back in a week and a half, or next Saturday, I should say. Lambton up against Broadmeadow Magic. That should be a good one with you and Chris Turner back in the commentary. Yeah,
looking forward to having good old mate TC back in the commentary for a little bit of banter. But yeah, it's a big game, Lambton versus Magic. Lambton desperate for a win, but Magic's also desperate for a win to, push close to the top two sides in Hamilton and Edgeworth.
So until then, we will catch you later. FFA Cup this weekend, but full time here at Magic Park. It was the Newcastle Jets Youth 5, Shandong Luneng Taishan 0.